Okay, here we go. All right, guys. I think everybody here probably knows me, but my name is Brooke Knitt. Thanks for joining us on tonight's team call. So tonight and this first week of 2019 is all about vision casting and vision, and where do you see yourself at the end of 2019? So vision is something that it stretched me a little bit to think about this last week because we're like grown up. And if you ask our kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? They can answer you in these big, elaborate things because they don't see limitations. And we put lids on ourselves as adults. So we don't allow ourselves to dream, and we don't have that vision. So vision, I know I did a video of this on the team page. I'll refer to some of my notes real quick. And hopefully you guys have watched that. And if you're not, go follow along with that. But it literally means, to be able to see where you want to be. And one of the quotes that has been posted on the page by Joel Barber is, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world. That's what we want to do, guys. Whatever that means for you, whether that's business or personal or physical changes or in your spiritual walk or with relationships, whatever that means to you. So, but clearly if you're here, I hope at some part of that goes and talks a little bit about your business, because I want to know about your business vision, because that's where we're probably scared to death to dream big, because we just are. So anyway, vision, real quick, Cliff's Notes. Where do you see yourself? And not just see yourself, like envision it, like real life. Like, what is it going to look like? What is it going to feel like? What does that room look like? What are the smells? What is the taste? What is all of it, like down to the nitty gritty detail? How does that look when you have accomplished whatever this is, whatever your vision might be, whether it's, like I said, business, personal, friendship, any of those things. So that is part of what we've been working on again, and with our goals. So tonight we are going to speak some of those goals aloud. That is a powerful experience. It is something that is scary. I hope your visions and your dreams and your goals are so big they scare you a little bit. I'm here to tell you, if they don't scare you a little bit, they're not the right ones. So you might want to just get your pen out and scratch it out and start over. It should scare you a little bit. If they're comfortable and you feel good with it, I don't think you're dreaming big enough. That's my personal opinion. I think sometimes we're realistic. We say, I'm being realistic, and we're adults. This isn't for realism. This is for dreaming. And we want big dreams and big goals, because, again, this is something that Bob Heilig says vision is where you could be, but you have to understand that you do deserve it, right? You do deserve to be living a better life. So allow yourself to dream where you could be, and then understand that you do deserve that. Don't sell yourself short, okay? So I have some helpers that are going to help us get started, because, nobody wants to go first, right? And nobody wants to unmute themselves and share. But I want us to all take a minute or two and speak at least one of our goals aloud. I hope it's your business goal. And if we have time, we'll do more. And if I missed anything, Wes or Angie, please call me out, or anybody. You guys are all watching this vision series. Call me out. I'm totally cool with that. So do you guys want to start off and give us an example of one of your goals or your visions for 2019?
Okay, I was waiting to see if Andy was going to go first. She, I think, is getting kids to bed, so she might go a little bit later. Okay, so I agree with Brooke. We can't be too realistic when we're talking about these. Obviously, we want goals that we can achieve, but we want to dream big. And sometimes when we get stuck in that, realistic, trying to be realistic mindset, it really limits us a lot. And so we just get stuck at where we're at, and we'll never go any further. So my big vision for this year is Sapphire. And I would actually like to go Sapphire in June, or I envision myself going Sapphire in June. And what that is going to mean for me, what I see with that is having time freedom. And that is obviously a huge thing. So for me, it means not missing field trips at school, not missing class parties, not missing the different activities that my sons do at school. it means being able to travel to see family, especially, if someone has a wedding or there's some sort of illness in the family or something like that. I want to be able to do those things. So those are that is what it means to me. That's what I envision. That's what I see. And that is what I'm working towards.
So for me, my big vision for 2019 is to go Emerald in March. And what that means for me and my family, my husband's been in the labor industry for as long as we've been together, basically 14 years. And he's just really burnt out and tired of missing kids' programs. I've been fortunate enough to have a really flexible schedule, so I haven't had to miss much. But he has had to miss kids' programs and not be home in the evenings and on the weekends. And that's just really starting to wear on our family. And so Emerald for me would mean that he could take a job for the hours and not have to worry about the pay.
So you want us just to jump in, right? So my business goals, I've got a lot of goals, but as far as Plexus goes, I'm shooting for Ruby in March, and then Senior Ruby for July, and then Emerald for December. So definitely want to be Emerald by the end of the year. So those are my business goals for this year.
So for those of you who are just joining us, we are speaking aloud our visions to give them power, to share them. And I hope they're a little bit scary to you. I hope that vision is so big it scares you a little bit because it's a goal worth going after. So you're going to hear us go around and share our goals, hopefully related to business. We'll share some others if we have time, but I want to hear your big, scary business goals and not only just what that goal is, but what it means to you, like the details, like what is it going to be like in that moment? Visualize that change. So whoever's next. I love these.
I'll jump in. Okay, so my business goal this year is by December 31st, I would like to go Emerald. I know, it's really big. Actually, my heart just skipped a beat when I said that out loud. And what that would mean to me is I'm a single mama of 3, and that would gift me a lot of time with my children. I have 1 in Texas and 2 here with me. So it would just allow me to not work a 40-plus hour job and be able to enjoy my kids and what they love. And also, live a little for me, because it's been a long time since I got to do that. So.
Oh, I love this.
Wes and I are going to cry before this is over. Just disclaimer.
I already am.
Okay, I'll go. My goal is Emerald by July, and that means Senior Gold in January, Ruby in March, Senior Ruby in May, and then that would put me at Emerald in July. So what that would mean for me is financial freedom on my end. I have a really soul-sucking job that literally it just gives me anxiety if I even think about it, if I have to do it. I hate it so much. And so some of you look at me and say, why are your numbers so big? That's why, because it kind of sucks, but hate is driving my why, because I hate my job so incredibly much that, and I love Plexus so much. So it's like I'm addicted to Plexus and I hate my other job. So it's pushing me so much. And that's my why. I mean, it'd be incredible to be able to just walk away and wash my hands of it.
I don't think that's a bad thing that you're driven by hate. I mean, you have a strong dislike for where you are now, and you have a strong desire to be somewhere else. And that is never a bad thing at all. And your numbers prove you're kind of determined to get there. So Danny's on the leaderboard again. She's a rock star.
Hi, everybody. I'm trying to find it. I'm really new to Plexus, and I was trying to find there was like a roadmap to become a jewel of how many people you need. I can't find it, so I don't know what jewel I want to be. But by the end of the year, it's a very big goal. But I want to have made 20,000 with Plexus this year. My husband works in the oil field, and so he's gone 3 weeks out of the month and only home a week. So I want to get him home more often. So that's my goal, I guess. But I don't know what jewel that is. I'm sorry. I'm really new and I've tried. I couldn't find it. So
We'll help you figure out what that needs to be. Angie says Ruby would do it. We'll get you there. Hashtag bring the husbands home. I love it, Angie.
Also, I wrote mine in ink next to it, so I can't screw up now. It's in ink.
Okay, Laura says she's putting the toddler to bed. She wants to be gold by April, match her teacher salary by next year, and she would like to give her own kids as much time as she does other kids. That's an amazing goal, Laura, and I think you can totally, totally do it.
I guess I'll jump in. I would really like to see myself as a senior gold ambassador a year from now, for sure. Single mama. I want to be successful on my own, and I want to just, you know.
I think it's the right size goal if it moves you to tears, and we know that you can do it, Carrie. I know you can.
Absolutely.
Wes, you were really garbled. I didn't hear you. I'm not sure if anybody else was able to.
I just said, absolutely, you've got this, girl, and we are here to support you and cheer you on.
Yep.
It was probably my tears that garbled it.
Laura says she's been telling this to herself for a while to commit to saying it makes me cry too. Yeah. It's hard to say it aloud because you're like letting people in on that dream, but it makes it a bigger reality. So this is so powerful. Keep them coming, ladies. I love it. And Terry, he was on here somewhere. I don't want to exclude the gents. There he is.
I just have to say, I think that somebody should sit down and figure out, if we were all at our ranks, how many lives that would be that we impacted. But it shouldn't be me because I suck at math.
That would be mind-blowing.
Okay, so first hugs to Carrie. Been there. You've got this. You're gonna rock it. My dreams, I want to retire and be in Hawaii for my birthday because I will be 40, and I don't feel like there's any better way to celebrate my 40th birthday than be on the beach in Hawaii. So I want to be Emerald by July. And for those that know me and follow me some, my day job is a energy sucker. And that's my drive at this point. And so I can totally relate to what you're doing during the day, making it your drive, and it really sucking from your passion and your energy. And I have been staying up late and getting up as early as possible and actually just locking myself in a room. I just lock the door so my husband can't come in because I'm working late. So keep at it, ladies.
Jane, can I read yours out loud? You're not saying that out loud, are you? You want me to read it? No? Okay. We got you. You can be that and beyond. And you'll have a whole new pool of prospects. Just saying. Who else is ready to scare to share your big scary vision? It should be scary in a good way. It's always a good way. If it's comfortable, it's not the right one.
Okay, I will go. I wrote down senior Ruby by the end of the year, but I definitely want to be senior gold before we go to convention. So I think that would be pretty neat. I'm working on it.
Okay, so tell me the vision part of it. What does that mean? How is it going to feel? Like, get yourself in the moment.
I was trying to figure out the right words to say. Like, I would definitely be on the hashtag bring my husband home kind of thing. Luckily, my husband's job does afford us a lot of time with him, but he also works a side business. And he really enjoys it and he does really well at it. But if just the money pressure was off of it, maybe I could have him inside more often than out in the garage doing his thing. So financial freedom, I guess, is what I would say for sure.
Okay, I'll go. It's been really inspiring hearing everybody's goals and visions, by the way. It really motivates me a lot. And I just want you guys to know I'll be praying for everybody after this call. And my goal is Emerald by Christmas. I think for me that's realistic. I would like it before that, but I think realistically that's good for me. Emerald by next Christmas. That for me looks like definitely financial freedom. College tuition for my daughter who's 20. She might be adding another year of schooling to her education. So being able to help with that and have her come out of 5 years of college totally debt-free would be huge, because I don't want her to come out of school with college loans and debt and start out life that way. So that would be huge motivation for me. Also, just family freedoms when we are, it's not all about money, but money sets you free to do a lot of things, and you can donate or help other families in need and things like that. I think that would be really just an amazing feeling to be able to help other people. And also to be able to just take my family on vacations and take all 5 of us and not really, worry about it. Just go and enjoy and do things together and experience things in life and make memories. One of my dreams is to have a beach house, and I really, really envisioned that one day for us. And to me, that looks like a beach house that we could go to and friends could go to and our kids and grandkids could go to get away for vacations and not have to worry about paying for some place to stay. What Emerald smells like to me, it smells like Hawaii and the beaches and friends and margaritas and having fun, and it looks like a really good time. It feels like for me something to be really, really, really proud of, an accomplishment that I would be so, so proud of. So those are some of the things. I know I have, a couple of ranks to go through before getting to Emerald. I'm going to work really hard to make it happen before that, because it'd be awesome to see Hawaii when the next Hawaii trip is in October. So, but otherwise, realistically, probably Emerald by Christmas.
So I love that you mentioned it's not about money. And I should have said this at the beginning. It's really not about money, but you have to have money to live, to eat, to have a home, to clothe yourself, to pay your bills, to have the lights on. So one of the questions that I often ask about vision is, what would you do, or where would you be if money was no object, if money didn't exist? What are your dreams? What are those? If money didn't exist, which means you don't have to go to work because you don't have to make money, what is it that you really want to do? If you're unsure of your vision, think about that question. If money didn't exist, what would you be doing? Where would you be? What would that look like? So it's not about money, but it is, because that's the currency we live by in this world. That's just the bottom line. So anyway, I know what you meant by that. It's really not about that, but just to give you guys some outside the box thinking questions. If you're unsure what your vision is, think on that question a while. So
yeah, it is about freedoms. It is about getting that college tuition paid for. It is about being able to have that beach house and enjoy life and make memories. Yeah. So yeah, having money does give you so many freedoms and less stress. It lets you live your dreams. It allows you to go out and do things that you normally wouldn't do. So yeah.
Stacy put in the comments she's about to go out of service. So she says, senior goal by the end of summertime to fill in the gaps. And so I have freedoms and pay off debt. And I'm amen to the beach house by Tina's. Perfect.
Carrie, do you want to read that aloud? It's totally up to you. You don't have to. I'm not trying to put you on the spot at all. And it's okay. I don't think you broke down at all. I think you're just being you and honest and real and authentic. And I love that. That's my favorite thing.
I guess it's that time of the month for me. So little moment. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, I just want good things for my kids and for me. And I just, I don't want to have to rely on a guy, I want to do it. I want it for me. I want to do this. And I don't want a minimum wage job that I hate, and I can do this. And I have so much energy, and I'm exercising again and feeling so great. And, I just turned 50. So the women in my life who are going through this menopause phase, I just know I can help so many of them. And I just want to do that.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. My goal is Ruby by convention, and we'll see what comes after that. And the vision that I have for that is, or what it means to me, and the things that I can do. It's not only the people that will be reached by that. I've really, my eyes have been opened a lot here lately, just with, I've gotten to meet with people that I don't even know through other people, and helping them and talking to them, and realizing so many people don't know about gut health and what it can do for them. So it's not only the people that I would reach, but then what I could do. And like we've all talked about it, the money takes us places. The money takes us to places that we can't go. And there's things that I want to do. I'm very blessed. My husband has a great job. It's not something that is needed, but there's things that we can't do. I want to start an Able account for my granddaughter, and that's my biggie. And giving. I want to be able to give back a lot more than we do. So that's what drives me.
That's beautiful. I will go. So my goal is to be senior gold this month. And then I want to be ruby by convention and emerald in December. God, I hate this. I'm a super emotional person, and my biggest goal this year is to be like more authentic and like realize that I am enough the way I am. That if people don't like me how I am, and that's okay, they don't need to be in my life, and I don't need to be in theirs. I think just stepping into my fears and not being scared anymore of like what people think, and I don't know, just letting all that go. For some reason, I get super stuck on what people think of me and how I'm going to be perceived, and I don't want that anymore. I want to be a good speaker, and I want to be able to inspire people from the things that I've overcome, because I've gone through a lot in my life, and I feel like I have a story. I just don't know how to tell it or something, or I don't feel like it's worthy of being heard, and I know that that's not true. So my biggest goal is just to learn how to speak my truth. And then for like my where I see like my goals with what it's gonna like feel like and taste like is I'm gonna be able to go and visit my family whenever I want to. I'm gonna be able to take my daughter on vacation and let her be in sports and have fun, and not have to worry about money. I am a single mom, and I do all of this on my own. Her dad doesn't really help me, and I don't like asking for help. I just want to feel more at ease and have that financial freedom, so I don't ever have to worry about, having a man in my life or having someone else to help me. I don't want that. I want to be able to do this on my own and prove to myself that I can.
Has everybody gone? I'm looking through here. Guys, these are amazing. This is so amazing.
It looks like Jill put hers in the comments because she had to go.
I might have missed that. Hang on. Just love the Senior Ruby by Leaders Retreat. Seems like a realistic goal. Vision as an income would be great. To feel like I'm helping with our finances, to donate more, take more vacations, and helping others feel better. All right, Jordan's going to type in here. I'll share mine. My big scary vision, it's not scary, but it is, it seems like a scary goal, is to be diamond by June. And it's not so much of achieving diamond. Like, I feel like if I never did anything else in Plexus, like I've done enough. My goal was to take products and feel better, and I've done that. Then I wanted to help a few people, and I've done that. So I've checked everything off. But for me, it means that we would have very little debt or be debt free. And that just affords our family, when my kids say, Mom, I want to tip the waitress $100, we do it without even thinking about it. Or we have a charity we want to give to, and we give abundantly without checking a budget. For me, it's the lives I can change, and
the way I can show my kids how to be servants and disciples and just good humans. And it's not about money, but I think it's about so much more. But money will allow us, to. My ultimate bucket list is to take a mission trip with my kids, which is thousands and thousands of dollars, but to teach them, that we are so very fortunate. So, that's what that means for me.
Well, I haven't gone, so I guess I'll go. I was putting out all my goals. I started in December, and I put down gold by convention, so April of this year. But then I was writing out my planner, and my actual planner has year-long goals, and it breaks it all down differently than my goal planner does. And so I was writing down intentional and fitness, and then there was this one, and I just wrote Ruby for some reason by the end of the year, and it made my heart just like beat really fast for some reason. And I just thought, well, I won't erase it. I'll just keep it there, and I want to be Ruby by the end of the year. Financial freedom is the biggest. I don't think we can bring Adam home until Emerald, but someday.
That Ruby will give you some serious wiggle room, though. More than enough. Okay. Does anybody else have anything to share? Even if you've already talked, if you have another goal that's come to your mind while we've been talking, because I know we talked business visions. I don't even know what time it is. I guess it's been 30 minutes. Gosh dang it. It always flies by because I love this. But I think magical things happen, and sometimes you have ideas that weren't already in your head. So feel free to unmute and share.
I just have to say, like, this call is really cool because I set out to help other people with gut health, and it shows me that I'm getting to that point where I'm helping other people to like be brave and be independent and set those financial goals and work towards those. And that is every bit as life changing as health is. So that's pretty stinking cool, and it's exciting to me.
As much as I don't like it, I know we've said it and it sounds cliche, but more people go to bed at night worried about their finances than they do about their health, because that water bill's got to be paid, or you don't take a shower, and you put your health on the back burner. So I get it. Like, I totally get it. And that was never my goal, but to see it duplicate and the ripple effect. And Angie, that about floored me. I was speechless when you said, if we all hit the goals that we want to hit, how many lives would that be? That blows me away, you guys. Like, I've had a lot of moments in the last couple weeks, but that's a biggie.
And the friendships too, right? Like, because we're all here and we might not know each other otherwise. And I was telling my mama about Super Saturday and, explaining what I'm going to be doing. And she's like, so who's this Tina? And I told her, and she's like, so she's like, not on your team? Aren't you guys like in competition with each other? I was like, no, not at all. We cheer each other on. So, and I think everybody on this call would agree with that.
And I love that it's a domino effect. Like, people see somebody else reaching for their goals and pushing and going outside their comfort zone. So it's like, oh, I better step up. I'm not scared to step up because so-and-so is doing it. And even reaching outside of our Plexus family, like my mom seeing me reach my goal after month, and she is so proud. And it's like one of those things, you always want something better for your children than what you had for yourself. And my mom and I had so many downs in our life, and it's just so amazing to be able to help help my family financially, and even her at some point. That's a huge goal of mine.
So I want to go along with the friendships and stuff, because literally the only person I knew that's on this call, Plexus, is Brooke, and that's it. So all you guys, oh, thank you, Riley. All you guys that I either see on Facebook or I've gotten to meet at different events and, just do different things with, is just like super blessing to me, because I like to be surrounded by happy, healthy people, because you're not draining to me, like you're encouraging to me. And I know that you guys are praying for me if I ask for it, and just like all that stuff. So anyway, and just a little like fun story, I guess. I got tagged in something on the A-Team page, and someone that I met at at Leaders Retreat. I actually never met her. I met her husband, and he didn't have a Facebook page. And so he talked to me about his wife's Facebook page. And so I became friends with her on Facebook, never met her, met her husband. And then her and I have been talking, because she's, she was at Leaders Retreat. So she's a Plexus person. And she was tagged in the same post I was tagged in. And we realized that we're technically on the same downline team. And so we just started talking even more, like this week, just like, oh my God, we're sideline sisters, blah, 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 and she's like, I can't wait till convention to meet you and give you a big hug and whatever. And it's like, literally someone I never met is gonna see me across the room, and we're gonna be like, oh my God, like we've known each other, but so anyway, it's just like, where else can you run across a room and yell somebody's name that you've never met and give them a hug, and that's okay? So anyway, I just think that this part of it is all really, really cool too. Not that it's a goal to have more friends, but just to be surrounded with people that are like me and that don't drain me, and that just pray for me even if I don't ask for it. So I love you guys all.
I'm just going to jump in here real quick. I just want to thank the leaders, Brooke, Wesley, Angie, Janine. It's really, I've been involved in other network marketing companies, and I've been, to the top and then walked away. I've replaced my income previously with other companies, but walked away for moral reasons. Like, this team is like no other. It's just amazing. And the leaders and the love that you guys give everyone, I just want to thank you for that. And I just hope you guys know that you impact everybody greatly.
I totally agree.
Damn you guys. You're
Wes
even
and I are
getting me sappy.
Danny, now you need a hug. Now Wes and I are going to ugly cry.
Why didn't you tell us to bring a box of tissues? Hello?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know. The fun thing about this is, I know Jane said it, I knew 2 people on this entire grid of people I'm looking at right now. I knew 2 of you guys before Plexus. And Wes, I knew like this much. I knew Jane like this much, because you can't meet Jane or I and not know us that much. But it's just unbelievable. So yeah, this is amazing. But yeah, this is our family, and we're so thankful to have you guys here. It's, yeah, I don't have any words, and I talk all the time. Okay, I want to make sure we're not missing anything. I don't know who's the iPhone. Does anybody know? Reach gold. Improve health. Okay. So somebody may be new. So I don't know if you want to unmute yourself and say, that's totally fine. If you don't, that's okay too. but I don't think there's a name on it. Okay, so anybody have anything else? I don't want to rush anybody. I'm going to quit trying to sniffle in my...
Okay, so I feel like I forgot a big part because I get nervous and my mind goes like 100 miles a minute and then I can't remember what I was going to say. But my mom brought it back to my attention. I mean, it's always there, but it was just, I forgot to say it. But a huge one for me would be just to be financially stable so that, okay, didn't know I was going to cry. So that we can afford anything for Ava if she was ever to need it. I want her to be able to go to college if she wants to. I want to be able to do family trips and stuff like that, to build our family as a unit and to bond her and her brother together so that if she ever needs anything for him or has to depend on him, that they have a relationship there that is strong. And I want to do that by going on family trips and stuff like that. And so when I say financial freedom, all of that goes in it.
That's some serious vision, girl. I love it. Like, I love that you can see it. And again, hashtag Team Ava. I'm her biggest fan.
I love that you gave her a hashtag. That makes me happy.
I'm going to start using it. She's going to have like her own following.
I'm okay with that. I'll use it too.
Okay, we'll do it. She'll go viral. If you don't know Ava, go to Mallory's Facebook page, and she's my best friend. She's just a little younger than me.
You need to bring her on and pray for us.
You want to see your heart melt, have Ava pray over your breakfast. I'm not lying, ladies.
And she's not shy about it at all. She will like stare you down until you are ready to pray. You have to have your hands folded too.
Girlfriend's got her spiritual vision going on. Okay, anybody else have anything? Again, I do not want to cut you off because I know this is where big dreams happen. You may have thought of something that you didn't even think of before this call. Because I talked to Wes 5 minutes before this. I'm like, do you really have a plan? Because I don't really. Because like this is just going to take over its own thing because it'll be whatever it's supposed to be. And it always is. And here we are. Anybody?
I liked that video that you shared. I don't know if it was today or yesterday about that girl. I don't even know her name, but she said that she went emerald within like 7 months or something, but she didn't have a single gold person under her. All of her teammates were only, silvers, right? So she had like, it takes 75 silvers to get to emerald. So it's just crazy. I love that Plexus has like stepping stones. Like you know exactly what to hit to get to your goal. The previous position that I was in, it's like you're kind of just shooting in the air, like kind of aiming for everywhere and hoping to land in the right spot. So I don't know. It's just super crazy and the opportunity is amazing. And I'm so blessed to be here.
The coolest thing about that with that team is she's so wide. Like, so if any one of those people start to grow and duplicate, I mean, and they are, she's Bahamian. It's Ashley Kinsel. She's a friend of mine. She's Bahamian. So she's like, that's her, like, she has dual citizenship and her husband is a pastor, and they came into this and they had like very little money and she had humongous dreams and ran with it. She's very inspiring. She's legit. I can get her to do a team call for us. I'll have her get on and do a call for us.
I don't know. Can you hear me? Okay. When I went first, I didn't realize we were supposed to say what our goals would mean for us. So for me, having a business and lots of business loans, those payments each month are absolutely just absolutely overwhelming to pay on $150,000 in business loans. So between that and payroll and everything, it's Angie can tell you I can't sleep most nights. The amount of money that I have to generate just to pay the minimum on payments is just incredible. So to be able to go Emerald and that financial freedom would just give me that breathing room and that and take off so much stress off my life. So I can't even believe it. Like, I've just been under that amount of stress for so many years that to not have that would be incredible. So for me, it just probably means Janine not having a heart attack. So that's what that would mean for me. But anyways, okay.
We need to see that happen for you. We do not need you having a heart attack. And I know you guys have seen income disclosure statements. If at any time you want to ask, like, what does this realistically mean to you? Danny and I had this conversation a week or so ago. I'm like, her husband had questions. And I'm like, do you want screenshots of my paycheck from every single month of what rank I hit? And I'm like, I'll send them to you. If you need to know what does that mean, I needed to know that. I messaged Andrea Mitchell. I'm like, tell me what you're making right now, because I want to know what that means when I get there. Like, I want to know what that vision means and what goals I have. I would openly show you everything I've ever made with Plexus, because it's way more than I deserve. I can tell you that. And it's a huge blessing. So I want that for each one of you. If that's what you need to, be secure in your own and not rely on a man, if that's what you need to provide for your kids, if that's what you need to make memories or not be drowning in debt and ignoring phone calls from people to collecting payments, I want you to know what that means and where you can set those appropriate goals. So I'm an open book. I'll show it to anybody.
I definitely think that's awesome, because you're right here. Like, we're seeing you, we're talking to you. You're a real person on our team. It's not like you're a Celeste, Gwen or whatever her name is, but she's like up there so far that it almost seems unattainable, but you're like right here. And so it's great to know that, heck yeah, every single one of us can get there.
She's making gangsta money. like rolling in her dollar bills on her days off. Yeah, but she's as humble and kind as they come. And you're going to meet her at the end of February.
Yeah. So. I was watching her Instagram stories, and she's like giving her son a car or a pickup at Christmas and a Peloton for her daughter. And I'm like, girl, can you adopt me too?
I would say some of those diamonds are making, I know one diamond I spent a significant amount of time with at convention is not near where Celeste is, and her paycheck's about $40,000 a month. Just let that sink in a minute. Because I tried to buy my own food, and she's like, girl, I make $40,000 a month. And I'm like, you're buying it, never mind. Pick up the tab.
And I'll take another margarita.
Trying to not feel guilty yet. Nope, keep going.
That's what I want to do for other people, though. I want to be able to buy everybody else their food and their drinks, and I want to be able to gift that to somebody else.
Well, and you think about vision, like I love those moments. We've been at like birthday parties, and we're all at Pizza Hut because there's not a whole lot in our local town. Now, you guys probably come from bigger places than we are. We have all of our family there on a Sunday after church, and they're like separate checks. And Dustin looks at me, and I look at him, and there's 30 people in the room, and he's like, someday, mama, someday. Like, that's what we talk about. Like, in that moment, like, that's our vision. Like, one of these days we're gonna be like, we got it. We got everybody's, because that's huge. Everybody's done so much for us. We're not there now that I can spend, $600 on a Sunday for lunch, but I want to be there where I can do that for everybody. And maybe for half the restaurant. If I see every single mom in there, why not? Like, that would be what financial freedom does.
No more crying. Good Lord.
So part of mine, it kind of ties in with all this is, so I love Christmas. I want to, like, every Christmas I struggle because, like, I will be walking to the store and I'm like, oh my gosh, dear, like, I could buy this for so-and-so. And he's like, why would you buy them a present? Like, you're not, like, I want to buy presents for everybody. And I don't know, it's silly, but like, I love to give presents. And especially on Christmas, I just want to buy presents for every person that I know. And yeah, I don't know. It'd be awesome to like not have to like keep myself from doing that. Like just be able to just do it and not think about it and bring a little bit of joy to someone's life.
One of my friends did that last year. She went to like Walmart or Target or somewhere on Christmas Eve, and that's when all the last minute shoppers were rushing around, and she was just picking random people and buying their cart full of groceries. So she was just buying just random people's gifts, and it's like what a miracle that would be, you know, just a blessing to be able to do that.
Leslie, were you going to say something?
Yeah, sorry, I was having technical difficulties.
No, you're good.
I couldn't get myself unmuted.
That's okay.
I was thinking about this today, and the one thing that financial freedom for me right now that I would love to be able to just drop the money and do is a girls trip. Find 4 or 5 girls and just go to New York and spend the week, or you know, hit the beach and spend the week. Something where I can give back to those who have given to me and have been there for me when I've been a hot mess. And, you know, just give back. I just want to be able to give back to those who have had my back through the years.
I love that. Ladies, these are some great visions. Like, this is vision, not just like, I wish I would be this, or gosh, I really hope. Like, this is legit vision casting and dreaming. Anybody else have anything?
I love this, and I love that we're dreaming big. And I don't know, some of you guys may know, but some of the diamonds have like built orphanages overseas, or like Celeste has, there's a village, is it in Africa, that the name of the village means without water, and she like dug it, like made it possible for them to have water, like brought, I don't know how she did it, dug a well or something. But I mean, just things like that. Like, I just want to encourage you guys to continue to dream big, because you know, the things that I want to do seem so small in comparison to what they've done, and they've done it because of Plexus. So the amount of lives that we can change goes so much further beyond, you know, the United States and what we can do helping people with products. I mean, it's just limitless. So I just love it.
And I get choked up when I buy a bag of lean. Not even gonna lie. Like, I had lean for lunch and I fed a kid. Like, it's a little bit overwhelming. Plexus is awesome. Les and I were bawling, like actually ugly crying when they announced that at convention. We're not gonna lie, sitting side by side. Erin thought we'd had a heart attack and died. She's not a hugger or a crier, so she thought we were nuts.
Erin is my spirit animal.
Shush, we're hugging you. Don't wait. Don't worry.
We're getting so many hugs in February.
She's just gonna run the other way.
Erin is growing. She'll give hugs now.
She gave me a hug at breakfast. It's all good. Jane says chest bumps. Yeah, Jane will run like from a mile away in a crowd and jump up and give you a chest bump. So you better jump too, or you're going to be the one on the ground, and it's a little awkward.
Do you know from experience, Brooke?
I didn't fall. I was ready for it.
No, that was the trust fall.
That was the trust fall. I caught you, and you didn't even tell me. All right, ladies, any other visions that come to mind? Don't let me cut you off, but I have asked Kim, because she's my second adopted mama. I mean, I have a lot of them, but she's one of them. And I'm lucky enough to call her my friend. Wait a minute, I'm looking at this Zoom thing. Oh, I don't even know why that says. Okay. But I do love the long bear hugs. Oh my gosh, Janine, you're our spirit animal. So Kim has graciously agreed to pray over these goals and visions for us. So we're going to end our meeting in prayer. And yeah, if you guys have anything else, throw it out there. Otherwise, Miss Kim, you can take it away.
Okay. I love hearing all these goals. This has made it so real, I know, for all of us. Heavenly Father, I just thank you so much for each and every woman on this call. And I just pray that you are walking with each and every one of them, that when they call out to you, that they hear you, they feel you, they know that you're there. And Father, you ask us to ask for what we want, for what we need. And we ask you for wisdom. We ask you to bring us people that need this wonderful gift of what Plexus is. So I pray that each and every one of us are available and able and willing to help anyone that you bring into our lives, that we can then in return lift them up and help them get healthy, do whatever they need. Father, we just pray that you bring those people into our paths. And Father, we thank you again. We thank you and we love you and we praise you and we give you all the glory in this. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Kim. Anything else? I could totally talk to you ladies for hours. No? Okay, hang on. I want to unmute everybody just because I think it's really fun. So we can all say goodbye. Okay, you're all unmuted. All right. Thank you, ladies, so much. 2019 is going to be awesome.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.